Melochim Perek Tes Halacha Gimel regarding Ben Noach. The Rambam begins Sheberach Hashem. He blessed Hashem. It means the opposite, and that's the second of the mitzvahs that one is not permitted to do to curse the Creator. Ben Sheberach B'Shem HaMiyuchot. It doesn't matter whether you use the actual name of God. Yud Kei Vov Kei Ben Sheberach B'Kinoi, or used a nickname, so to speak. He said God, which is a nickname. In any language, he said it, even not Hebrew. Chayev. Machon can be Yisrael, which is not the case by Yisrael. The case of Mishnah cites Sanhedrin 56a. The Chacham Torahs. In Sanhedrin 56a, Torah Rabban the Chacham said, Nema says, B'nei Yisrael Tadar B'leima, the B'nei Yisrael should say as follows: Ish, any person, ki yikala leko'ev, if he shall curse his God, v'nosa cheto, he shall carry his sin. Why is it mentioned twice, ish? This is to add that a non-Jew as well is liable on this. So the Gemara questions, why do we need to have 2 times ish? In Sanhedrin 56b, we learn the 7 mitzvahs of Noach from Bereshis, from the words of God commanded Adam. That it includes they mentioned that already Adam was told he can't curse Hashem, and that applies to Ben Noach as well. Amar Yitzchak Nafro, tells us ish ki yikal lekov, when it says any person who shall curse his God, v'nosach HaTorah, he shall carry his sin, as a Ben Noach is liable on, even if he says so not with the actual name of God, but rather with saying God. We learned in the Brisa, I may think he's not liable by a Jew only if he uses the name Yud Kei Vov Kei, the ineffable name. And how do I know any other euphemisms for the name of God? So it says, he shall curse in his God in any situation. That's what HaMeir says. Chacham is saying, because only when you use the ineffable name there's a death penalty. On the others, it's just it's only a negative transgression. Chacham say Al Shem Yuchad, he gets misa, and using a euphemism, it's only a warning. But Rambam in Hilchos Avodah Zorah says that somebody who curses is stoned only when he uses the name Yud Kei Vov Kei or Aleph Daled and Yud, and he has to do it with one of the names that are not erasable. And it says if he states the name of God, shall die. It means we're talking about only the name of God itself is the stoning, but on the others it's only a negative commandment. And he cites that there are those who explain that the obligation is only in the name of Yud Kei Vov Kei, not Aleph Daled Nun Yud. I say that on both of them he would receive stoning, because there the Yud Kei Vov Kei or Aleph Daled Nun Yud is like any other names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it implies God. As the Mishnah cites in the Gemara, we find that Moshe disagrees and says Ben Noach who blessed Hashem with something other than the ineffable name, according to HaChom, is liable. Rashi explains HaMeir makes it too liable, and also Ben Noach on a euphemism. Only when Rabbi Yitzchak Nafro is HaMeir also adds a euphemism for non-Jews. The HaChomim say that for non-Jews a euphemism is not forbidden. Maish is of the opinion that even according to HaChomim, on the euphemism Yisrael does not get stoning, but a goy would receive stoning. Yes, the Mishnah concludes we have to understand why the Rambam would go to the side of Maish over the others and be so stringent. So the Mishnah explains that the Rambam explains the Gemara there like Tosis does in Sanhedrin 56a. Maisha explained in the Brisa when it says, why does it say ish to add a goy? is according to Chachomim. And you need 2 psukim because it says just like the ger, the stranger and the dweller, the ish and the man. I wouldn't add a goy that he's killed, because Yisrael is not killed on a euphemism. The Gemara says ish la'abonon normally. If that's the case, why does it duplicate the word ish? It only is according to the Shitas of Navi Tzug Nafcha. According to HaMeir, that the Braisa is according to everyone, and the Rambam preferred to explain the Braisa as everybody. Therefore, it is not paskin like Rabbi Tzug Nafcha that the Braisa is HaMeir, only HaMeir, who says that the Braisa is according to everyone, and therefore a guy would be liable for stoning on a euphemism as well. What else we can understand the language of the Rambam, which is not the case by Yisrael. Yisrael, who blessed Hashem with a euphemism, is not killed, but a Ben Noach would be liable for death penalty. Hilchos Sanhedrin, the Rambam paskins that if somebody curses himself or his friend or a judge or a leader of Klal Yisrael, he doesn't get punished with lashes until he uses the name of God from either Yud K or Shindal Yud, Shakai, Elokim, and others of the like. Or like Chanon, a euphemism which means the merciful, or Kanoi, the jealous, the one who is jealous, and others similar to that. And since he's liable if he cursed with a euphemism, if he cursed in any language, he's liable because what the Goyim used to represent HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a euphemism. And that's what it says. Since a Ben Noach is killed even on a euphemism, he's also liable in any language, because however they designate God within their language. Melochim says that according to Rambam, Ben Noach is killed even on a euphemism which is erasable, that there are those euphemisms that cannot be erased, like Hashem Elokim, or the name Shakai, and Kanoi, which are not, there are those that cannot be erased, such as Hashem or Elokim or Shakai, and there are those that are erased, which is Kanoi and Rachum, merciful and jealous. And so we find there HaMeir. Any name that the Goyim call in their language Lashem has no Kedusha, and it's erasable like Racham v'Chanan. Besides the Rambam, that since he's liable if he cursed with a kinoi, so in any language he's liable. Therefore, he codifies the Halacha in Melochim Perek Tes, and the cursed Hashem, whether it's the ineffable name or in any other name, he's liable, which is not the case by a Yisrael.